Hey YouTube, we're back. We're doing another video. This one's gonna be a little bit different from the last one. The last one was about tools that you can use as a player or a dungeon master. Today, we're gonna be talking about 5 tips to make you a better player. Being a DM means taking on a lot of responsibility, but being a player means you've got to do a lot as well. You're taking notes, you're paying attention, keeping focus when you're not actively involved, trudging your way through aspects of the game you don't find as fun as others, role play, not stepping on others' toes or stealing the spotlight from other characters. There's a lot of doing. You're doing a whole bunch. I'll be giving you some tips on how you can be the player that helps other players and even your DM. As always, before we jump in, I'd like to talk about today's sponsor. It's me. I don't have a sponsor. So I would absolutely love it if you would just like, subscribe, share, comment on the video telling me something about the character you're currently playing. All of these things would go a long way into actually maybe helping me get sponsored. That's a long way out. But that would still be pretty cool, right? Okay, on to the video. Yeah, I'm gonna attack the bugbear with Firebolt. Cool, yeah, that's easy. You're gonna drop your invisibility spell though, if that's okay. Oh shoot, no, actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna stab him instead. Yeah, no, I mean, that's still fine. You're still gonna drop invisibility though. All right, whatever. I guess I can't do anything while I'm invisible, so I'm just gonna flip off the bugbear and call it a day. Sure. I mean, the bugbear can't see you though because you're invisible, but that's fine. It's the feeling that counts. This one's pretty self-explanatory, although it's definitely something that can be harder for certain people. Make sure you're reading your spells and abilities, your feats, and just have a general idea of what you can and can't do with those abilities. It's not always the easiest thing to read from a D&D book, especially if you're trying to read while the bard is trying to seduce the bugbear. Everyone is laughing, the DM is letting out a sigh that rattles the world, but knowing your spells, feats, and abilities will help you make more informed decisions and eventually can even lead to you making more creative decisions. If you're unsure, ask another player that might be a little bit more experienced. If you're playing online, shoot a DM, ask in the group chat. If you're playing in person, maybe ask someone who's not actively engaged in role play or in the middle of a turn on combat, or wait for their turn to pass. If you're playing with a group of mostly newer players, try and schedule some one-on-one time with your DM between sessions to go over your features, abilities, whatever might be confusing to you, so that you both have a better understanding of what it is you can and can't do. Take notes if you have to, because sometimes the wording on these things are verbose and obnoxious. Write in a way that you understand. Also, don't feel bad if you do this occasionally. It's gonna happen. Even veterans are gonna forget what a spell does, or maybe they're trying out a new class or got to a level they've never been before, and they're gonna mess it up as well. It is absolutely okay. The point here is just doing this will eventually help in the long run. And when you have a better understanding of what it is that you're doing, you can make more creative decisions. And everybody loves creativity in Dungeons and Dragons. All right, cool. Yep, we're still fake typing. We're fake typing some more. Oh, we're back. Yeah, no, like I said, we don't, like, not every one of these is getting a skit. I'm not creative, okay? It's not something that I'm really good at doing. So let me just get back to, and we're fake typing, and we're fake typing, and we're still fake typing, and fake typing some more. What the fuck? This one's basically a gimme for my tools for D&D video, but include knives in your backstory. Your backstory doesn't have to be tragic, it doesn't have to be original, it doesn't have to be 30 pages. But if you include knives in your backstory, your DM is going to be able to make sure that you have a lot more fun. Maybe not immediately, but the potential is there. For those of you that haven't watched that video before or are unfamiliar with what the knife theory is, a knife is a metaphorical knife that you put in your backstory. It's something the DM can take and metaphorically stab you with. A debt owed to a thieves guild, a happy family, any named character that means something to your character. Something that exists and your character would care about in some way, shape, or form if the DM were to involve in the campaign. Or better yet, tie it to a pivotal part of the story. Oh, critical role. Watch people play D&D. It's simple. Watching Percy try to make Vex bolo arrows and seeing how he used tinkering inspired me to create a slew of artisan tools of my own. These artisan tools were made with the purpose of fully supporting that same level of creativity that I never would have thought of otherwise. Watching almost everyone inspired me to try out new accents that I could try to be a little bit more immersive at the table with. Watching the cast of Critical Role inspired me to always push the red button. Watching Dimension 20 helped me feel more confident in trying to improv and be funny. It also helped me learn what you could even do in Dungeons and Dragons. This game is almost overwhelming with the amount of possibilities that you have outside of combat. You can literally do anything and everything. How do you do anything without being overwhelmed by choice? The devil grins. I'm surprised you were able to figure it out. All right, then, would you like to? Yes. Yes, what? I agree to the deal, but you don't even know what it is. Doesn't matter. It's gonna be cool for me now, and it'll be cool for us later when we have to fight you to overturn however you screwed me in this deal later. Push the red button. Push it. Push it. Push the button. Just push it. Okay? If the DM puts the big red button in front of you, you push it. Does it seem like a bad idea? It probably is, but it's gonna be so damn fun. And you'll make your DM happy, ecstatic even, which ties closely into my next point. All right, go ahead and roll an acrobatics check for me. Damn it. Damn, did you get a natural 1? No, I got a freaking 20. But that's good. Okay, look, the point of this skit is not to say that it's not exciting to roll a nat 20. Nat 20s are amazing, but there's something that's just incredibly fun about failure. Now hear me out. The tower is crumbling all around you. The window is large enough for you to jump across to the wall. Yeah, no, I jump. Perfect. Give me an acrobatics or athletics check. Natural 20. Dude, hell yeah, let's go. You make it across no problem, and then you watch from the other side as the tower crumbles to the ground. That's cool, that's rewarding, but the tower is crumbling all around you. The window is large enough for you to jump across to the wall. I jump. All right, perfect. Give me an athletics check or an acrobatics check, your choice. 6. As you go to jump, your foot slips. You make it far enough to grab onto the ledge with one hand, but your fingers are slowly slipping. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw. 14? You managed to just barely grasp on as your other hand loses its grip. You're about to fall. What are you doing? The difference here is that it's quick and easy versus that time I almost died. Yes, you get the hype of the natural 20, but there is something entirely different about the wonders of almost dying, of failure, of tension that you're not gonna get if you just immediately succeed. Matt Colville has an entire video on the topic of failing forward, and I wholly recommend it. It's more oriented for DMs, as the entire series is called How to Run the Game, but even players have moments where they can benefit from this. And that's it, friendos. 5 tips for how to be a better player. I would also like to throw in a video from XP to level 3. They're a great YouTube source for Dungeons and Dragons, and they have a specific video on Travis Willingham highlighting why he is an incredible player. There's a lot to learn from this lovely gent, and I wholly recommend checking it out as well as XP to level 3's content in general. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe even comment. Check out another one of these videos here. What is this? What is that? Who knows? I don't. Check them out. Bye.